welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. My name is Paul, and here at Pop PCE, we watch all the videos. We get excited for the dragons. We love the magic, the sword fights, the intrigue, the betrayal, and then this happened this season. So, we're talking about Season 8, Episode 6, The Iron Throne review. Just to let you know, this is a spoiler-rich review, so if you've not seen this episode so far, I suggest you stop. If you don't care about spoilers, hey, let's continue down this road. You know, looking back at the past 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, I just remembered my anticipation. I was pumped, I was excited, my emotions would run wild, and I was watching, one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I was excited when episode 1 of season 8 came out. I enjoyed episode 2. And then episode 3 happened. Now, granted, that movie was just visually stunning. The action was incredible, but it made absolutely no sense. And then the episodes went downhill from there. And actually, if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I was not excited for episode 6. I did not watch this with anticipation. I didn't watch this with dread or with stress. I watched it strictly for the closure. So, here is my spoiler review of Season 8, Episode 6, The Iron Throne. Overall, I was very disappointed with this episode. But let me talk to you about the things I did enjoy. There were some really amazing visuals. Dany walking towards her army with Drogon's wings, making it appear like she is a dragon or she has dragon wings. That was really cool. Her speech to her troops really reminded me of her when she first took control of the Unsullied. Peter Dunkley's performance was simply amazing and gut-wrenching. That's about it. That's pretty my takeaway of what I enjoyed on this episode. And here are some things that just did not work out for me. I thought there were extremely, a lot of illogical decisions that really made it to the final episode. Why was Daenerys not walking around with guards? Why would she let anyone talk to Tyrion? I mean, she put him in prison for being a traitor, and it's like, oh yeah, Jon Snow can talk to her, so maybe he'll change her heart and mind. That was dumb. Now that she's formally queen, and there's already tension now between Jon Snow and her, Jon Snow is actually a threat to her power. Why was she not walking around with guards? I mean, she literally had a target on her back. And now we moved, we have Tyrion, right? He's walking through the catacombs, and I just found it to be super easy and purely inconvenience that he found his brother and sister under the rubble. Yes, we got confirmation that they're dead. But, once again, I was reminded of how annoyed I was with the ignoring Jaime's character arc. And I really wanted Cersei to die a painful death. Being crushed to death in the arms of her love is the exact opposite of a slow and painful death. What's up with Jon Snow returning to the Wall? Why is there a wall? Why are the free folk returning to the desolate location when they had lands offered to them? Wasn't it the free folk that wanted to come to the other side of the wall? And why is there a wall? I mean, there's no threat. The White Walkers are dead. The free folk are no longer a threat to the Seven Kingdoms. And by the way, wasn't the wall pretty much collapsed? And we see them walking out the gate as if the wall is still existing. So why do we even have a night watch? What's the purpose? And how the hell does Tyrion have a right to nominate a king? He comes out there, he's in handcuffs, he's at his lowest, he's been in prison, and he gives this huge speech of who the king should be. Why? Why were they listening to him? He aligned themselves with Daenerys, the Mad Queen. He made several huge mistakes this past season. Why were people actually taking him seriously? And then he nominates Bran to become king. Bran to become king. I mean, literally, Bran is like that kid in a school project that does absolutely nothing and gets an A. Made no sense. I'm getting really tired of hearing they subverted expectations. You know what? No, you completely made an illogical choice. Kings are no longer born; they're now voted on. Really? The second thing is, why would Bran allow the North to succeed? Two things that come to mind with that. First, he loses a seventh of his kingdom. Secondly, if I'm one of the other kingdoms, I'm like, wait a second. Why am I part of this anyway? Why do I have to listen to him? You know what? Peace out, guys. I have my own kingdom to run. We'll be friends. We can be allies, but I'm gone. He set a huge precedent by allowing Sansa to leave. And just to show you another way of how incompetent Bran, we only have two examples of him being king, was when they got back to the small council. Tyrion's there, Brienne's there, everyone's there, and then, of course, the king comes in, and poor Podrick. Really, Podrick is now a knight, and he's now reduced to just pushing the king around his chair. So they start this meeting, and Bran's like, I'm going to find the dragon, so peace out, you guys do your thing, and boom, he's gone. And it's business as usual. The whole thing with Daenerys was breaking the wheel. And really what happened was the wheel just was cemented. It was reaffirmed. Really, I think what really bothers me the most is our characters learn nothing. We're in the exact same place that we were, 8 years ago. And you got the small council there. They're bickering. There's brothels. They got to rebuild this city. And I was disappointed. I really feel that season 8 is going to have such a negative impact and negative legacy of the show of Game of Thrones. I don't know if this will impact the spin-off series, but I'm not excited for them. Now, granted, we'll have different creators and writers for that show, but again, I don't know if I'm interested. So, those are my thoughts on Season 8, Episode 6 of the Iron Throne review. What are your thoughts? Did you enjoy it? And if you did, that's great. I really am happy for you that you enjoyed it. As a lifelong fan of Game of Thrones, I have every right to criticize it. And what are your thoughts in the comment section below? Hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And for future content, please subscribe. With that being said, peace out.